I want you to think about the last thing you used AI for. Was it writing an email that you didn't want to write? Or summarizing something that you didn't want to read? Maybe you made AI do your homework for you. Well, cool. It's just like eating a big burger. It's fast, cheap, and gets the job done. But if that's your entire diet, you're slowly becoming less functional as a human being. And that is basically what most people are doing with AI right now. They found out it can do stuff for them, so they stopped doing stuff themselves. The problem is that people think that they're being productive. They think that they are winning. Well, the truth is they are not winning. If you are new here, my name is Hassan and I'm a medical student. And I spent an unreasonable amount of my life studying how the human brain actually works, the neuroscience, the physiology, the cognitive stuff that most AI content completely ignores while telling you to 10x your productivity. And what I've realized is this: there are two completely different ways to use AI. One of them makes you sharper, more capable, and genuinely better at thinking. The other is the fast food model, and almost everyone is stuck in it. So this video is about the difference, and by the end, you will know exactly which camp you're in and how to get out of it. So, part 1. The fast food model. Here's how the fast food model works. You have a task, you don't want to do it, so you open up ChatGPT and paste it in. You get an answer, you copy it, and then done. You just saved hours and you feel like a genius. But here's what actually happened. Your brain is a biological machine. The parts you use get stronger. The parts you don't use get weaker. And I'm not trying to scare you here. That is literal neuroscience. It is called synaptic pruning. Your brain literally dissolves the neural pathways that you stopped using. So when you outsource your thinking to AI, you're not just saving time. You're telling your brain, you know what? We don't need that anymore. And this is just like when people got GPSs, they stopped being able to read maps. Studies actually showed that spatial reasoning in regular GPS users declined measurably. The hippocampus, which is the part of your brain that handles navigation and memory, literally get less active. Well, the same thing is happening right now with AI, except it's not your sense of direction that is getting weaker. It is your ability to reason through hard problems, to actually think. And that is terrifying because those are the actual skills that matter. Part 2. Okay, so before we get to the fix, I want to talk about something even more basic. Most people's information diet is absolutely terrible. And I don't just mean the stuff that they are asking AI about. I mean what they are consuming every day. The content the brain is actually running on. Your brain is not magic. It's a prediction machine. It takes information, finds patterns, and uses those patterns to generate ideas and solutions. Which means that if the information going in is low quality, the ideas coming out will also be low quality. Most of us are feeding our brains constant stream of 50 seconds videos, outrage content about videos that doesn't make any sense, and then we are confused why we feel mentally foggy and why we cannot focus for more than 4 minutes. It is the fast food model again, except this time it is for your brain's information diet, not just the usage of AI. The thing that you have to understand is that the algorithm learns from your behavior. The more that you are engaged with brain rot content, the more brain rot content that you see. But if you're engaged with content that will make your life better, you will start seeing that more. So your feed is actually reflecting your choices back at you. So the real question is, what are you actually choosing? Most platforms let you reset your recommendation algorithm in the settings. So if you're feeling like you're watching terrible content and you're feeling mentally foggy, go ahead and reset it and start actually consuming stuff that matters. Okay, so now you have cleaned up your input. You're not outsourcing your thinking anymore. What do you actually do with AI? Well, this is where it gets interesting. The people who are genuinely getting smarter with AI are not using it to do their work. They're using it as a sparring partner. Think about how elite athletes train. They don't just practice what they're good at. They intentionally choose the things that they are uncomfortable doing, because that's what forces adaptations. That is what actually builds capability. And AI can do that for your brain, but only if you set it up that way. So here is the shift. Instead of asking AI for answers, ask it for challenges. If you're writing something, don't ask AI to write it for you. Write it yourself and then ask AI, what is the strongest argument against what I just said? Now you have to defend your thinking. You have to identify the gaps and you have to get better. If you're making a decision. Don't ask AI what to do. Make the call yourself, take the decision, and ask AI to push against your position. Now, you are genuinely stress testing your reasoning instead of just looking for confirmation. So there was a study at Harvard. They tested two groups of students using AI tools. One group used it to get answers, and the other group used it to be challenged. The AI asked them questions back and pushed back on their reasoning, made them explain their thinking out loud. So they had the same tools and the same time investment, but the second group improved twice as fast because the AI tool was not replacing their thinking. It was forcing them to get sharper. So that was everything for today's video. Let me know in the comments how you actually use AI to get smarter and not just let it do your work. Subscribe. See you in the next video.